German court convicts a prominent far-right politician for using a Nazi slogan again. We talked about this in our previous live streams. I don't know in which one. Not going to be such an, but yeah, like one of the AfD's Alternative für Deutschland politicians got accused of using, Nazi slogan again. I'm not. Oh yeah, it's this thing. I was a little bit on the edge, because when you say everything for Germany, I mean, on the other one hand, yes, he's far-right politician, then so it definitely there should be questions if he meant it this way. On the other hand, I mean, come on, it's everything for Germany. Like, I would need to hear a more of his speech. Like, this is just taken out of context, and we need context for it, and I just cannot bring myself to bother enough for it to search it up myself. If the media won't do it, I'm gonna assume it was taken out of context. I mean, the court decided otherwise, so I mean, obviously we're gonna respect what the court says. I would like to hear the full speech. From Berlin AP News. A high-profile politician in the far-right Alternative für Deutschland party was convicted for the second time Monday of knowingly using a Nazi slogan at a political event. Björn Hecke, who plans to run for governor in the eastern state of Thuringia in September, was fined for using the ban Nazi slogan "Everything for Germany." I mean, once again, I need to hear what was before, what preceded this slogan. Like, everything for Germany is not enough. Like, it's not enough for you to be convicted of anything. Like, it's just because some bad guys were using it in the past doesn't mean you mean it in a villainous way. Like that, this is just simply not enough. Of course, I personally do not know his history. I do not know what sort of mischiefs was he doing before. Therefore, yeah, I do assume his innocence on this one. However, should any of you were energetic enough to actually search up his other scandals, if he has any, then yeah, I will definitely change my way of thinking about this horror. Again, saying everything for Germany, alles für Deutschland, is simply not good enough for me to convict anyone. Unless he was saying anti-immigration things, and he was saying deport every migrant that ever have entered the Europe, then obviously that would be correct from the court to impose such conviction. The Hull Regional Court found the 52-year-old guilty of using signs of unconstitutional and terrorist organizations, and sentenced him to a fine of 130 daily rates of 130 euros each, or 16,900 euros, $18,000. The German news agency DPA reported. This is so fucking complicated. Just why can't he pay it at once? Like, this is just simply dumb. This is exactly why people do not like to pay taxes. Why people do not like taxes? Because people, they just love making it this simple, this complicated. Just say we want 25% for the social security and health security. Oh no, that would be too easy for them. No, they're gonna say we want 50% of 25. Sorry, we want 50% of 36% of your social security. Sorry, we want 50% of your 36% income for your social security. Yes, like this. So once again, I'm still feeling quite quite a bit ill. Therefore, even my way of speaking is going to be a little bit clunkier than usual. So yeah, like, give us 50% of your 36%. Jesus Christ, that scared me. Okay, if you had it, those were my weights. I'm not feeling. But hey, the show must go on. So you take 50% of your monthly income, because this is only regarded to the entrepreneurs, those who have the entrepreneur who are registered as entrepreneurs and have to pay social and medical securities every month. So yeah, this is for them. Like, you take 36% of your monthly income, okay? Probably of your whole monthly income, then so you take it, then you divide it by 50%, and you send that money to the state. So you might ask, why can't I just send 18%? That is a very good question. So, an appeal against the ruling is possible. The conviction won't block him from running in the election. The charge of using symbols of an unconstitutional organization can carry a fine up to 3 years in prison. Indeed. Hacker was already fined 13,000 euros in May, also for using symbols of an unconstitutional organization, a verdict that his lawyers are appealing. The earlier case centered on a speech in Merseburg in May 2021, in which Hacker used the phrase "everything for Germany." Judges last month agreed with prosecutors' argument that the former history teacher was aware of its origin as a slogan of the Nazi SA Stormtroopers. Once again, they do not provide us a context in which sort of a context he said it. Like, this is not saying, hey, you know who. Like, this is not saying, hey, you know who. You know, hey, the mustache man. Like, this is not it. Everything for Germany, like, you have to provide more than this. Like, because this is very bad journalism. We don't know anything, like what he said, in what sort of context he said it. You say he's a far-right, alright, so this probably already indicates he's an idiot. However, there is always the presumption of innocence, and unless you provide me his speech, like, I will not say he's guilty. Of course, you in the comment sections can provide me with one. I'll be grateful for it. However, yeah, like, I mean, if the news media aren't able to provide us with a source with this speech, you know, what preceded this phrase, then I'm very disappointed. And it's very poor journalism. Then again, journalism has always been quite shit. In the current case, prosecutors allege that he repeated the offense at an Alternative für Deutschland, or AfD, event in Gera in December, in certain knowledge that using the slogan is a criminal offense. Okay. They allege that Hacker said everything for and encouraged the audience to shout Germany. Hackers again insisted that he did nothing wrong, DPA reported. Sorry about that, I need to sneeze. I'm also completely innocent in this case, he said. I know I will be convicted, but that doesn't feel fair to me. Hacker questioned whether using the phrase of such everyday words constitutes as a criminal offense. I mean, obviously, this should not be a criminal offense. Once again, like, I'm asking for the context, which is not provided here. Therefore, I do assume innocence. However, I'm not fully committed to the innocence. Like, I'm assuming innocence, because there was not provided any context of what words preceded it. And we do need to see context before we can say someone is good or bad. In his ruling on Monday, Judge Jan Stengel said a video of the speech in Gera showed Hacker's mimic approval, meaning he had wanted people in the audience to complete the banned slogan, DP reported. Alternative Deutschland has built a strong core of support, particularly in the former communist East, including Thuringia. The party's strength in that region helped prepare to a second place finish in the European Parliament election earlier this month, taking 15.9% of the vote. Despite recent scandals and setbacks, this is very bad. This is very bad. And this is the sort of the German political parties being complete dog shit. Like the Greens completely worthless. I mean, like the only guys I know from the Greens are the woman, obviously, the minister, Baerbocker, and the Habeck, I believe was his surname, who is, if I understand it correctly, is a complete and utter moron. You can take anything you want from it. So yeah, the German Green Party is not exactly a competent party, it seems. Then you got the SPD, Olaf Scholz, you probably heard that name. Yeah, they are also pretty goddamn useless. Olaf Scholz was for the longest time kind of for the peace, I guess. He was very hesitant to sending any real weaponry to the Ukraine. I think he was still hoping for the peace with Putin on the earlier days. Nowadays they do send weapons, however this is mostly because of their preferences. They are doing this because their preferences are pitifully low. So they want to, impress the voters and potential voters. It doesn't seem to be working much. And then there's the CDU, CSU, the Angela Merkel's party. I would say, I mean, they were once ousted from the government. However, it seems they're going to be coming back. I can't tell you anything about it. I think that's also incompetent. Then there's the new party of the Wagenknecht or Wagenknecht party. I don't know anything about it. We'll have to see in the upcoming months. And the FDP, I believe was its name, Freie Demokratische Partei. I do not know anything about them either. They seem like a filler party. Not really notion worthy. So yeah, Germany's politics are in deep shit and it's not going to get better anytime soon. Unless they can bring forth a promising politician or party. Although that seems to be quite improbable, because this is an ideal time for people to start a actual political party and start a movement. Unfortunately, just like everywhere, you need money to do everything, and most of the people simply do not have money. They can get somewhere with using social media, however, they would need a donations in the end, therefore they would need to sell themselves to the rich elites, and they would have to sell something in return for those donations. So yeah, it's very sad. I think this is where the article ends. Yes, it does. So yeah, I mean, it's very unfortunate for the Germany, and hopefully there will be something better for Germany in the upcoming years. It does not seem to be this way. Moving on.